Hi, I'm Jody from Zenso, and I'm going to very quickly show you the WebTools iPart in action creating activity. So the first thing I'm going to do here is start writing a person's name, choose a person, choose an activity type, and write a description there, create the activity, and we'll see the activity created down below. So we've also got a message here that says the new activity has been created. So we've got a number of things happening here. The first is an autocomplete box where, as I start typing, you'll see the range of people's names reduces. I've also got a drop-down list, which is based on a query of activity types, and then I got a free text field saying this person called to say hi. I went and created an activity, so that's a button, and I got something back when this activity was created. So the create activity wrote to a stored procedure in the database, which created an activity and came back to me and said, oh, look, your activity was created. As a result of this, I saw in my query below, which was dynamically refreshed, that this person's activity was added to the system. Let's turn on Serve to Edit and have a look at this iPart in a bit more detail. So this is all a single iPart, and we'll see a couple of things at the top, as you would expect in most iParts, like the responsive nature of it. And then really, the gist of this is contained in these controls. So below here, I've got a number of controls. For example, the contact name control. I've got a caption, and it's automatically looking for 100 records. And it's looking at these values, IQA values, from this query, where those values contain the letters that I'm typing. And then what it's going to do is it takes a parameter called @ID and passes it to a stored procedure called zenActivity. Now you'll see that there are other controls also within the system. The second is the activity type. That's just a drop-down list control called activity type. And that's also based on a query, and that passes a parameter called activity type to that stored procedure. Similar is with description. The create activity button that's just a button control. There's create activity, and you'll see that just executes a certain stored procedure and takes all the parameters with it. And then finally, we've got a placeholder for return results back from the stored procedure. So with this tool, you can put together in whatever types of columns and rows you want, in whatever grid you need, all your controls that can talk to and from your database. And then you've got a whole library of controls. There are over 60 different types of controls that you can use. Some of them are your typical form builder controls, checkboxes, date pickers, etc. And some more smart post-execution controls that could send an email, create a user account, etc., etc. And then we've got some integration controls, as well as very smart controls for example, doing pushing and pulling from REST APIs, or doing single sign-on with channels, etc. But using this library of controls, you can create almost any type of app that you can think of directly within iMIS Rise, and it works well with all the other iMIS iParts that you have.